Guys, it's Fonzie with dipyourcar.com. Now behind me is a Ferrari 458 Italia. Now the color that you see on this car is not a paint job, it's not a vinyl wrap. This car is dipped. Now if you understand what dipping is and if you've been around the dipping industry, all you see is a really badass dip job. You probably want to know what pearl we used on it, you want to know how we did it, and you're waiting to see the end result. If you don't know what dipping is, probably asking yourself, what the heck is on this car? Did we ruin the car? How was it applied? Does it have to be done professionally? And is it expensive? Well, I'm going to talk to you about all of those things really quick before we show the process and the end result. It's Fonzie. Enjoy the video. Now, like I said, there's going to be people who are watching this video and know exactly what dipping is. All they're going to be thinking about when they see this video is, wow, what pearl did you use? How many coats did it take? And let's see the end result. And there's other people who have no idea what dipping is. This is your first time ever experiencing dipping, and you're going, what the heck is on that car right now? Then you have those people right in the middle who think that they know what dipping is, and they're kind of urged to put a comment up on the video, something along the lines of, wow, did you just ruin that Ferrari? Or Ferraris are way too expensive to dip. You should stick to Civics and things like that. The problem with that is that person's just simply not educated on the process or the product. Now, here's where dipping started. Dipping started with a product like this. This is a product that's made to do one thing. This is to put a grip on tool handles. You dip your tool handles into this. This is a very thick product, and it does a very good job at that. Now, 4 years ago, we started to repurpose this product, thin it down, and apply it to cars. It worked as an excellent removable coating for cars. Now, it's not 4 years ago anymore. The products that we're using on cars like this are not this product. They're specifically formulated, specifically designed, and specifically manufactured to use as an automotive refinish for your vehicle. From a coverage point of view, a pigment point of view, UV, grip, release, everything is designed from the ground up to use on your car. So if you have an urge to kind of comment on dipping now and say, well, that's not even what it's for, well, you're not educated on where the process has gone. The products that people are using right now for dipping, from PDS spray to the DYC top coat, are specifically automotive refinishes. So what do we have on our hands then? What have we been applying to these hundreds of thousands of cars over the past couple years to be changing the color and to be removing that color essentially whenever you want? Well, we have a peelable, removable automotive paint. It's something that can be done by a do-it-yourselfer or a local professional. It's something that's much more affordable than the standard automotive paint. Now, there's going to be some of you guys out there that say, well, I've seen a dip job in person before down near my local supermarket, and it didn't look very good at all. Well, let me ask you this. If a vinyl wrap is not applied properly, how will that look? If an automotive paint job is applied improperly, how will that look? I mean, even window tint. If window tint is not applied properly, how's that going to look? This dipping is exactly like those other pieces. If it's not applied properly, it's not going to look very good. If it's applied properly, it looks outstanding, and it will go toe-to-toe with any vinyl wrap or any paint job out there. Now, there are some differences here. Not one is better than the other. Everything's about preference. Now, I'll speak to dipping specifically. Dipping is affordable. It's something you can do as a do-it-yourselfer, or it's something that your local professional can do for you. It's going to allow you to change the color of any part of your car, from the wheels, the window trim, the emblems, or obviously the entire car. And when you're ready to go back to that original color, you peel it off and go right back to the stock finish. It's extremely durable. You should expect anywhere between 2 to 4 years out of a single dip application, as long as it's maintained properly. It's easy to clean and it's easy to take care of. From matte finishes, satin, high gloss, solid colors, pearls, color changing colors, metallic flakes, anything you can do with a paint job, you can do with a dip job. Now I'm going to walk you through a little bit of the process of how we got this car dipped. Now today is not going to be a full step-by-step tutorial guide on how to dip your car. There's a link in the description below that will show you the entire complete process from beginning to end if you want to educate yourself in the process. Today is more about showing you that there isn't a single vehicle on this planet that's too good for a dip job. Anything that can be painted, anything that can be vinyl wrapped can absolutely be dipped with just as good results. Now here are some of the products that we're going to be using in today's project on the Ferrari. This is PDS. Now this is an automotive refinish. Essentially this is the substrate, the color coats of our peelable auto paint. Now if you just wanted to do a solid matte color, you're just going to be using the PDS. This is what's going to be applied directly to the car, and again, like today, it's going to be our color coat. So we've got black PDS. That's going to be the first 4 coats of our project. Now here you have the DYC Dip Pearl Top Coat. This is a high gloss finishing clear. Now today we're going to be doing black as our base, then we're going to be applying pearl coats on top of our black. Now the pearls are going to be mixed directly into the DYC top coat. So the DYC top coat is used for your pearl coats as well as high gloss finishing coats when you're done. And of course we've got some powdered pearls that we're going to be mixing directly in. Now today we're going to be launching the new Atlantic Color Shift Pearl. This is a brand new pearl that we were saving for the 458. It's going to be color shifting from dark greens to dark blues. It's going to be beautiful. Now we're going to be spraying both of these products today directly out of the DYC sprayer. Now these products can be applied through professional HVLP systems like this solder jet gun here. However, in order to stay true to the DIY side, which I normally do, we're going to be using the DYC sprayer today. It's a simple DIY product. It's an electronic HVLP turbine. You plug it right into the wall and it'll get the entire job done for you. So now we're going to start applying coats to the car. Now, it's all about how many coats are on your car. We're going to be applying 4 coats of the black PDS. We're going to be applying about 3 to 4 coats of the DYC top coat with the pearl. And you want to have at least 5 to 6 coats minimum on your car to make sure you have the durability and the peelability that you would expect in a peelable paint. Now normally if you've seen our videos before, we make it a really turnkey process when you're dipping an entire car. We mask off the headlights, taillights, windows, everything that you don't want to get dipped, and every single coat we go around the entire car. Doors, rear, sides of the car, front, hood, everything gets sprayed at one time per coat. Now on this car, because there are so many different swoops and angles and dips and stuff in the actual body lines of the car, it's a little bit more difficult than normal. We're going to treat it a lot more like a standard paint job. We're actually going to be focusing on just the sides of the car first, masking everything else off, getting those completed entirely. Then we're going to go back, mask those sides off, focus on the front and rear bumper, and finally focus on the hood alone. It's going to help us get nice, clean lines, avoid any dry spots, make sure the finish is exactly what you'd expect. Now this is what a dipped car looks like. It doesn't matter if it's a Ford Mustang, a Honda Civic, an Audi, or a Ferrari 458. As long as the vehicle is masked off properly and the products are sprayed properly, the end result of a dip job can go toe-to-toe with any automotive finish on the market. It's durable, it's slick and smooth to the touch, and it's easy to clean and maintain. Now remember, this is a peelable, removable automotive paint. So we're going to leave this color on the car pretty much as long as we want. We're going to be protecting the stock paint underneath while it's on there, and then when we're ready to go back to the original finish, we're going to peel the dip off and we'll be right back to where we started from. So for this project, we used 4 coats of black PDS as our base, 3 coats of the DYC top coat with the Atlantic Color Shift Pearl, and we ended up with a crisp, clean satin finish. The Atlantic Color Shift goes from greens to blues. It's beautiful and stealthy at the same time, and I think it fits the personality of this car perfectly. Now, if you have any questions about this process or anything about dipping in general, email customer service at dipyourcar.com or call in to Dip Your Car during business hours. There'll be somebody there to talk to you about your questions. Now, if this is a project you want to do as a do-it-yourselfer, it's definitely something that do-it-yourselfers do every single day. There's a link in the description below. It's a complete guide of how to dip your car. It'll walk you through the entire process from A to Z. Now, if this is outside of your comfort zone as a DIY and you still want to get your car dipped, go to dipyourcar.com, click Find a Local Dip Your Car Installer, and find a DYC installer near you. We have professionals all across the globe that will get the job done for you and get it done right. We're going to let the camera go around. It's Fonzie. I'll see you on the next video.